It's something that I've always known, that we
Yeah.
become what we think about. And if you change the way you think about things, you change the world that you live in.
This is about changing your thoughts, and then your life will change. Change your thoughts, change your life.
He said, I decided that sooner or later I would have to get over this or it would kill me. And he said, I just picked sooner. Attitude is everything, so pick a good one. I can attract anything I want into my life. I am in charge of my life. I can create health and happiness and being positive. I just remind myself of that over and over and over again until it just becomes a way of being. All things are possible literally means all things are possible. So whatever it is you'd like to attract into your life, whatever you'd like to accomplish, whatever you'd like to do in your life, if you start from a spiritual place, a place of all things are possible, if I return, and get to that place, and then I begin to visualize it, and I begin to use my imagination, because everything that we see around us, everything in this world, was once imagined.
So your imagination is the greatest gift that you've been given. And you can put anything in there. No one can tell you what can be there or what can't be there. You have to learn to live from the end. Whatever you have placed into your imagination, you have to act as if it already were your reality, independent of what anything or anyone else says. You want to be very careful, because there's always people out there who are willing to send you messages about how terrible something is going to be. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must be able to feel it, because every time that you feel something within your body, you give a instruction to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the part of you where you do all of your living. You want to redo your subconscious mind.
So by placing into your imagination what you want and assuming the feeling of that wish as already fulfilled, you go through your life feeling that. When enough of us do that, we will transform this planet. And that's just what my mission is just to teach people that you are love, you are divine. Put that into your imagination. I am well, I am happy, I am content, I am fulfilled. Even if your senses tell you that you're depressed.
Because for me, manifesting is not about attracting what you want. Manifesting is an awareness and an understanding that you attract what you are.
All of us have within us this amazing capacity to manifest and attract anything that we want into our life. You say, I will attract into my life what I am, not what I want. And I am capable of attracting all things that the source is capable of attracting. You get what you are rather than what you want.
Everything turned around because I got the rage out of me. Because in order to attract the elements that are going to bring you the ability to manifest into your life what you want, we do not manifest what we want. That comes from a place of missing. We manifest what we are. The angels who will guide you throughout your life will only be there for you when they recognize themselves in you. And they cannot recognize themselves in you and guide you when you are filled with hatred, anger, judgment, condemnation, bitterness, fear, anxiety, stress. You have to let all of that go and be love. Be in this place of perfect divine love. Love for everything and everyone on our planet. That's self-actualization at work. And the principles for bringing this about into your life are the last 5 chapters of Wishes Fulfilled. But basically, what it says is, the greatest gift that you've ever been given is the gift of your imagination. Your imagination is yours to be able to do anything you want with. You can place any thought in there with the awareness of I am. So what I encourage you to do in terms of manifesting, before I get into the principles, is to take out a piece of paper sometime when you're at home. It sounds like a silly thing to do, but I want you to do it. I want you to write at the top of that page the word that. T-H-A-T, that. Okay? And under that heading, whatever it is that you would like to attract or manifest into your life, I would like you to just write that down. All right? So if it's a job that you want, if it's a relationship that you want, if it's a healing that you want, if it's abundance that you want to attract into your life, whatever it is, just place it underneath that. and come to a place in your life where it is spoken about in the book of Romans, in the New Testament. He calls those things which do not exist as though they did. You must be able to get to this place in your life where you don't use the evidence of your senses, what your eyes tell you, what your ears tell you, what your stomach tells you, what you see written down, what the internet tells you. You want to be able to be in a place where you are living from the end as if what you would like to manifest is already there. To make a future dream, a present fact, you must assume the feeling of that wish as already being fulfilled. I want to talk to you about walking down another street. This other street is a street in which you have an awareness. Not only do you have a physical body, but you have come to believe that this physical body is who you are, and that you have locked yourself into these five senses and decided that whatever evidence they provide for you is how you identify and define your reality.
And I think the most significant thing about it is that you begin to realize that who I am is not a human being here having a spiritual experience, but it's really the reverse, that who I am is a spiritual being, an infinite spiritual, invisible being, having a temporary human experience. And the key to living an inspired life is to always come from that place.
We are all infinite beings in a temporary human experience.
To be able to return to that place from which you came and live your life from the spiritual perspective and become a God-realized being. Letting go and letting God, allowing yourself to trust in your nature, allowing yourself to no longer believe that everything has to be controlled by me and that other people no longer have to be in control of me as well. Begin to trust. Just like you did for the first 9 months. You trusted. Your nose showed up. So why not wander through your life and have this wonderful, peaceful knowing that it's all fine?
Relax, let go, lighten up, practice non-interference, see God in nature, find your true self in the joy of the miraculous. The number one regret that people had, people who were dying, who knew that they were crossing over and making their transition, the top regret was, I wish I'd have had the courage to live the life that I knew I was destined to live. There are only two emotions. There's fear and there's love. And everything that is fear cannot be love. And everything that is love cannot be fear. So you have to ask yourself at any moment in your life, am I in love or am I in fear?
The natural tendency of life is love, peace, beauty, harmony, and opulence. It's one of the most freeing, peaceful experiences to know that you're not here to accomplish anything. You're not here to be better than anybody else. You're not here to win. All you have to do is just love yourself. I mean, truly love how magnificent you are.
You're going against your Tao nature. Your true nature is not revenge. Your true nature is not hatred. You came from love. And you have to stay in that state. And once you learn that, once you get that, like having that demonstrated could change your life. Just that moment could change it forever.
So the four cardinal virtues: reverence for all of life, honesty, kindness, service. That's a spiritual life. You're a vessel, you're a container. Yes. And the more divinity that you allow into you, the more of those four cardinal virtues that I spoke about that you begin to practice. It pushes out the rest of the stuff because there's no room in there for the ego and for all the false self.
In every moment of your life as you leave here today, you have this choice. You can either be a host to God or a hostage to your ego. It's your call.
Spirituality is that. It's taking your attention off of yourself. It's to go back to the place from which you originated and to live from that, which means it's about serving. Yeah. It's about offering.
The sage is kind to the kind and kind to the unkind because the nature of his being is kindness.
Let go of everything that you have. Do less and accomplish more.
So you're changing from not trusting in your nature to trusting in your nature. You change your thought from I need more to what I call living contentment. What is this thing about more? It's the mantra of the ego, isn't it? I have to have more. I have to collect more stuff. I have to have more friends. I have to have more money. It's more, 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 more. When where you came from nowhere. You don't need anything. It's a continuous bombardment that we are all exposed to in this whole world of believing that we have to have more.
I think that true nobility really isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than you're used to be. Your highest self is the part of you that recognizes that within each and every one of us is this divine essence. It's invisible, it's birthless, it's deathless, it's changeless. And so I literally don't take any credit for it. I just try to stay as aligned as I possibly can. With this source of being that allows everything to come into the world of the physical. We have a tendency to evaluate ourselves on the basis of our senses. You know, so we have these searchlights there's 5 of them. You know, there's what we hear, what we see, what we touch, what we smell. These are our senses, and we think that everything that our senses reveal to us is our reality. But in fact, it's just a tiny little smidgen of our reality. Our true essence is beyond our senses.
We have come to believe in our limitations. We've come to believe in our ordinariness. We've come to believe that who we are is not God, is not divine. All right? So in order to transcend that mentality, you have to sort of reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the mind that is doing virtually everything that you do.
The same intelligence that created this infinite universe that never ends is you. You manifested in this infinite, divine, organizing intelligence. You're a part of all of it.
Coming to know God, it's not about discovering something that resides outside of you. It's about remembering what's inside of you and living from that place.
All of man's troubles stem from his inability to sit quietly in a room alone. If you could learn how to just make peace. With this inner part of you
Don't put boundaries on me. Don't tell me what I can do and what I can't do. Don't tell me how to be there. Don't tell me what to wear, what to think. Don't tell me how to do yoga. Don't tell me, I don't want to be told. This is the soul speaking, always. The soul is constantly having a desire to expand and grow. And anything or anyone that comes into your life that attempts to do that, you will find yourself fighting it. It's only 1 in a million people who spend any amount of their time giving thanks to the I am presence that is your very essence, your being. Not giving thanks for all of the bounty that you have in your life and for your health and for all of the nice things, but to be in a state of gratitude for the awareness that who you are is this divine essence, this divine being. Tonight and every night for the rest of your life, I want you to take the last 5 minutes before you go off to sleep and realize that you are about to program your subconscious mind. All right? Your subconscious mind is most at home when you are unconscious, when you are asleep. If you spend the last 5 minutes of your day, which so many people do, reviewing all of the things that you don't like and all the things that didn't work out and how terrible you feel and who abused you and who was mean to you and who said this and they did this, and you're constantly doing this kind of thing with your mind, then you are programming your subconscious mind that when you awaken, because you're now about to marinate for the next 8 hours in your subconscious mind. And then when you awaken, you will rejoin the universal subconscious mind, the mind of God, from which we all originate. We're all just individualized personal expressions of that one thing that we call the Tao, or God, or divine mind, or soul, or spirit. But the Tao that can be named is not the Tao. So you want to be real careful about how you program your subconscious mind. What you place into your subconscious mind as you are about to go into this deep slumber is all dependent upon what you do the last 3 or 4 or 5 minutes before you go off to sleep. You want to place into your imagination whatever you have placed into the I am that I spoke about earlier. I am well, I am content, I am peaceful, I am happy, I am prosperous, I am abundant, I am God, I am God, I am God. Because at the basic core, each and every one of us are just that.